EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Chicago Bears. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First play from scrimmage, Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. This defense for the Bears, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Williams will get this out wide to Odunze. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Here's Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Santos with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
You look at this Bears defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
Bennett looking to throw. This one swung out to Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. They'll run here with a rookie. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Second and 10. And Bennett will look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
A quick throw to Odunze on the RPO. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Right back to Swift again on second down. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is caught. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
So as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as they drew it up in practice.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Here's Williams. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Will go down as a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now. He's trying to parlay that great performance last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2, into a great performance in Week 3.
And the way he was able to do it last week, he started off doing it again this week. Energy, the way he comes off the line of scrimmage, attacks the defense, sets them back on their heels, and he finds openings as a result.
Looking to throw is Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The Bears at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, it's Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Throwing is Williams. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
That's caught, Puka Nacua. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Rams.
They try the left side here with Williams. And he's going to be stacked up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. To throw is Bennett. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Looking to throw here. Bennett. Now he'll tuck this and run. Going to be taken in here by Nacua. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Bennett. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
A gain of 12. First down.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now 2nd and 9.
79 Broncos. Cowboy 80.
Back to throw, Bennett. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion or would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Bennett now to throw. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here.
A 31-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, You're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
What is up?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. He'll try and do this himself. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
19 tight. Mustang 19.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bennett. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Bennett now. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Bennett working from the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Misdirection's the key on this play. They line up with 3 receivers to the opposite side of the tight end, and they're all going to work their way across the field and let the tight end slip underneath against flow the other way. They're banking that he can get lost, and that's exactly what happened as they pick up a first down.
Pass complete there in the clear. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
17 yards.
Here we go.
And the Rams first down.
60-90. Buffalo 18.
They'll throw again with Bennett. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready. Hut.
Back to throw again. Screen play set up for Williams. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Off play action. Here's Bennett. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Get up. Count.
Back to the air yet again. Bennett. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And out of bounds right around the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Ready. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Bennett looking to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here comes third and about a foot. Pass complete to Odunze. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 8. To throw, it's Williams. He'll get this off to Swift. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with the Rutgers man, Kyle Monangai. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And it looked like the operation got fouled up there. This ball was pushed to the right. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 63 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And Bennett will look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Will try to pick it up himself. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing, the team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Swift is hit, and he cuts it up. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And that will set him up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. Looking to throw. Bennett. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Rams. Kyren Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie things up at 13. Square now at 13 all as he sends this one away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. 13 all our score as we start quarter number 4. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They'll go play action here with Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is where coaches sometimes fall into different camps. Your guy just fumbled. It led to a touchdown. Do you stay with him or do you put him in the doghouse? This is definitely a show of confidence here as he's right back out there and carrying the ball again.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. To the left side, into the hands of Odunze. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go. Here's Williams. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Off the play fake, it's Bennett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Ready.
And the Rams 1st down.
Back to throw, Stafford. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll get it down in the play to the 37. 74 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Big 20. Lady.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
A
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd down and 8. Now Stafford. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He's got room to roam. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kyren Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. So what a comeback here. They look like they might be down and out not too long ago, but they have rallied back to take a 4th quarter lead.
And I think we've got to give them nothing but credit for figuring things out on the fly, because mentally they were on the ropes ready to go, and they hung in there and made some changes and adjustments, and that led to some big plays, and it turned this game on its ear.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Running is Minanga. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Josiah scores on the stop. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Rams' 32-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here comes 2nd down at 5. They'll look to throw. That is man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Here's 1st down. Swift going to try up the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
He'll look to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6.
What is it? Hold on.
Back to throw. And that's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
What is it? On. Yes. Combo. Motion. Up the helmet. Here we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
They'll fake the jet sweep, and instead give up the middle to Williams. Good gain there on first down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
20! Hey. White.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Bears take over. This is 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to let the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
He's back to throw. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Now second down and a few inches. Back to throw. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is third down now. Williams going to look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. They'll try it now with Swift. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Rams, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.